Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
Hi, I'm Luigi.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is our Monday movie review. And yeah, we went to go see our buddy, and this will also be my last show for a long time. But our buddy wanted to go take his daughter to go see Super Mario Galaxy the other day, and we said, and he invited us since I'm getting ready to leave town. He just wanted to hang out, so I was like, we'll go see the movie with you. So we ended up going, and it's actually pretty enjoyable. I mean, it's all, just like with most Hollywood stuff nowadays, it's all just nostalgia bait, really. Mm-hmm. But it was a decent little movie. It kept you entertained, but it was constantly doing something. There was never like a moment where you had a chance to breathe. Like something action-packed is happening in like every scene. So there's no, I do see what people meant by like there's no breathing room in this movie.
Think of it like a game of Mario Party. Like you never get a break. Like it's like you're doing something and then the next thing something else goes on. There's no character development. It's just doing this. I mean, from scene to scene to scene. There's no setup. There's no A plus B equals C. There's none of that. It's just scene A, scene B, scene C, scene E. I mean, there's nothing left. It's just going and going and going. So you'll never be bored in it, but there's no real plot or character development to speak of.
Yeah. And it still suffers from the same problem as the last one. Peach still is a girl boss. Yeah. She's like, there's no need to save her. She can save herself. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, I this is a problem in Hollywood. I mean, like, unfortunately, the after effects of Anita Sarkeesian and Feminist Frequency and the early 2010s era anti-gamer feminist hate rubbed off on this film.
Correct.
Like, no one will save a princess in this movie. Like, Mario will never save the princess. Yeah. And in fact, the only person who can save another princess is a princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. That is 100% correct. So, this is our good and bad Twins movie review. So do you want to start with the good, or do you want me to start with the good parts of this stuff?
That's up to you. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll start off with the good aspects today, and then you can do the bad, and then we'll give our, you need to switch, by the way.
Overall take.
We'll give our overall take and give it how many stars. Of course, everyone knows our tier list by now. Great movie, I'll go see it in theaters again. Good movie, I'll buy it when it comes out on DVD, Blu-ray, digital download. Average movie, if it was on TV, I would watch it again, but I'm not paying for it again. And then bad movie is I'm never going to see this again, or I was trying not to walk out of the movie theater. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll get into it. So here's the good. It is gorgeous. The animation style is fantastic. Whatever animation style I wish that people would start doing this where they just make their own animation styles versus just copying another. Because what's that new movie that we saw a trailer for in that one that we're just like, it looks weird. But
yeah,
it was copying that ninja that demon slayer or whatever it was.
K-pop demon.
Yeah, K-pop demon hunters. Yeah. That was it. But yeah, like everything's trying to copy that, and that's what I hate. I hate when everybody just starts copying each other and just trying to make at least this holds honest and true to the Nintendo Mario style. And you can say the Nintendo style because there's certain characters that show up in this that still look how they look in their shows, too.
And if you talk to, like, cartoons, like when I watch Flash Skits and Meat Canyon, like, they'll talk, the style, like, the animation style is a character itself.
Yes.
It represents how things are supposed to be represented. Like, it's like the reason Ed, Edd n Eddy looks like Ed, Edd n Eddy is because that's the style. It's like, this is a really, the company's going to be hard cutting and weird because of the style of the animation. You know what I mean? So, like, the animation itself is a character in the film. And and the problem is people are just trying to emulate. It's like, it's like whenever the post Star Wars sci-fi explosion, it's like everyone's trying to capitalize on science fiction, but like I said, they're missing the point of what makes Star Wars
Star
work.
Wars, yes.
It's
It's
like
the
it's the
style.
characters, it's the plot, it's the style.
Exactly. So I like that they're staying true to who they are. And again, it's like if they do change the style, because this is what we talked about this with the real life fake wizard talked about this was Nintendo is doing it right. They're still a corrupt company and they're gonna scam you out of as much money as they can because everything in Nintendo is you're paying for the brand name. You're not paying for the game because the games you could buy it would be cheap as all get out. But anyway, excuse me, they're actually marketing their older games to a newer audience. Like, I mean, because you argue Star Fox is like a dead franchise, and Star Fox makes an appearance in this. So obviously, we can see this is also a good thing, in your opinion. You know, if you want to say something, it clearly looks like they're trying to make their way or move their way to a Super Smash Brothers movie.
No, according to everything I've seen, like I watched Geeks and Gamers the other day, apparently Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said they're not doing that. So they're
really?
not setting up like an Avengers, style. I mean, eventually they could if enough money's involved, but like I said, they'd have to do a lot of legwork, introducing even more characters. I mean, to introduce Kit, you'd have to introduce Kirby,
Samus.
And again, what I think or what they think they're probably setting up for like a Star Fox movie because Star Fox is ripe for like a movie.
That's what I already saw that. That was the thing that I just read not too long ago. I saw an article or something on was they were already the actor, whatever his name is, Glenn Powell, is that his name? Yeah. Was already in talks for doing a Star Wars movie, and I mean not a Star Fox, not a Star Wars, a Star Fox movie. And I guess that was just like a last minute thing since they were like, oh, they're talking about making a Star Fox movie. Throw him in this movie as a cameo character, and we'll see how the audience reaction does to give it the green light. And I think this probably ended up giving it the green light
itself. Yeah,
exactly. But regardless, so introducing new again the things they're doing right, animation style, fantastic. The movie you were never bored in it, but that was the thing is like you also don't have any breathing room and there's no character development. Like when you meet Star Fox, like you're like we're gonna see like a buddy dynamic between him and Mario, which there was, but it was for like 10 seconds. And then Star Fox literally just kind of sits in the background for the rest of the time because that's how you know like, he clearly was not supposed to be in this movie. But it's still good, but like you're like there's just huge missed opportunities here of like character development, character like growth, but it's just like it's going along that like the video game route now of you know who these characters are. We're just gonna go straight to getting to the action and the plot of the movie.
Well, what I can say is too there were certain plot devices that could have been used, like Toad not enthusiastic that Yoshi just appears into the group. Like he's not excited about so this guy's just in the group now, Like that could have been gone somewhere. That could have been a story for Toad, But the problem is there is no main character. Like there's no central focus. Like you'd be like, this is called Super Mario Brothers. You'd think the Mario Brothers would be focused, but no. I mean, Peach honestly has the biggest story arc in the film.
Peach
but
and Rosalina.
even her, she's not around that much.
Yeah,
Like
it's because it also comes from suffering from the too many characters problem. But that's what all sequels do. Sequels just keep bringing in more characters. Like Yoshi basically serves no purpose.
Yeah.
Toad basically serves no purpose other than literally being Peach's pack mule.
Yeah.
And like comic relief because they know that Peach isn't funny as a character. But I mean now we're kind of getting into the bad, but still it's animation style. So let's go with the good just real quick. List it out. I was like, so animation style is great. Colors, everything about it is good. Like it's the kids will like it. Like even our friend's daughter, who is like, I mean, she is still like basically a baby. Was enjoying it the whole time. She only kind of started getting antsy at the very last 15 minutes of the movie because just like she was just ready to be doing something then, but. It kept her entertained like the entire time. So, I mean, we can obviously say, like I said, she's still a little girl. So, like I said, she could have just started like crying or yelling at any point during the movie, and she never did. She was just fine. So, good movie. I mean, it was overall keep you entertained. So, now you can go on to the bad. We've already been kind of getting into some of the bad with you, but we'll go on to the bad.
Again, the bad. So, again, it still suffers from the same issues that the first film has.
Girl boss
syndrome.
Too many
characters. And again, no real plot. Like I mean, again, you had the part where Toad calls out Yoshi, just being immediately accepted into the group, not having to go through any trials or anything to like be a part of the group. And again, there could be some fun tension stuff there, but Toad goes off with Peach, and there's no tension between Yoshi and Toad. having to compete for attention or being the number 3 guy in the group. So again, just missed opportunities because they just want to make this movie as flashy and there's no real plot to speak of. It plays, I would say, it plays like a game of Mario Party. Like, I mean, everybody's competing to get to the end to fight Bowser, and then Bowser's not really the final boss. Bowser Jr.'s not really the final. Like, they are, and then a bigger boss appears. You know?
It's funny. The two biggest, it's like what you just said, the two biggest character growths, or like that you learn and you actually grow from the characters, is actually Peach and Rosalina and Bowser Jr. Is like you see like because you realize that, well, Bowser actually really does care for his kid. You know, you learn all this stuff about him. He's still a bad dad because he basically like abandoned him and all that. But still, you're just like, huh, interesting. And learning Peach's backstory was interesting. But I haven't been keeping up with the Mario universe since like I was in high school.
Yeah, well, and again,
so I don't even know. I didn't know if that's canon.
Well, here's the point: it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, like, again, it's just it's a game. You know, it's like, this is why, again, why the whole feminist frequency thing, you know, was so dumb. It's like going, the princess is the object in the game. She's the thing that's she doesn't act on her own. You know, it's the whole, she's the object to be saved, and she's expected to, you know,
but
serve
she's also that doesn't make sense too, because Switch, by the way, she's also the catalyst event. The catalyst event is far more important than the character, than the main character. The character has to suffer and go do the thing, which is to rescue the princess in Mario's case. But again, if it wasn't for the princess being captured, the hero's not doing anything. So the princess is equally as important to the story, even though, you know, she doesn't really do anything to the hero. That's the point. The hero's goal, save the princess. That's the whole point. That's what feminist frequency and all these other like feminist organizations don't understand. It's like, well, if the princess saves herself, the hero has suffered for nothing. You know, that literally is what takes away. It's the same thing when you find out that Palpatine's lying. That means Luke Skywalker's entire journey was for nothing. That is why that's why the final Star Wars movie, which we didn't even go see. We were done after The Last Jedi. But once you go do that, you're just like, oh, everything that Luke did was for nothing. Everything that the Vader Luke saga was all for naught. That was so stupid. So stupid.
Again, so she's the object to be rescued. You know, can't have that. You know, so and it shows in the writing. Again, we talked about this earlier. That there's no character development. There's no real. There is hinted, like, obviously Peach and Mario like each other, or will they, won't they? But again, that's the rules that Nintendo put down on them too. Like, Nintendo's like, the characters
They've always been like
kiss
that.
or get married or anything like that, because the whole point is they don't want these characters or these games characters to be corrupted in the zeitgeist in which they exist in. So there will be no final Mario. Like, Mario's always going to exist in the zeitgeist because these characters, these sell, these move products, you know. Again, that's what this whole movie is. It's a product placement. This movie exists to capture their next generation of kids into buying Mario products.
It's the same reason why in, like, the Pokemon franchise, Ash never grows up. He never ages. It's like he's been doing this for 40 years now, or whatever it is.
Ash has been 10 years. Ash has been 10 years old for like 20 years now.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, it's like me, and I'm just looking at the camera. Me too, Ash. Me too,
bud. Me too. Yeah, exactly. But that's Nintendo and like Japanese rules, because when they have a franchise that they can market for, I mean, it's the same reason why now Goku never aged. I mean, that was the cool part about Dragon Ball Z universe, was in Dragon Ball Z original, Goku was literally a kid. And then all of a sudden it goes to the DBZ saga, or the Saiyan, or the Frieza saga or era. It's like he's actually an adult, and everyone's like, whoa, everything's changed now.
Yeah, he's a dad. He's got responsibilities, and then all of a sudden it's like, and then Gohan's supposed to take the reins over after the Cell saga, and then
nobody
they didn't have the
Gohan.
balls to keep that thing going. It's like, Goku's too popular. We got to keep him in the zeitgeist. So again, it just goes to show you that the popularity of a franchise and a show can destroy itself. Same with Stranger Things. Stranger Things popularity destroyed itself. Season 1 was perfect. Like, I mean, 11 sacrifices herself to save everybody. Perfect series. The way it ended was great. It's like, and then they brought it back. Season 2 was actually pretty good, and then season 3 was crap.
And then the final season, you could argue, like, we actually thought they were going to do the same thing. Like, it's going to end the exact same way that season 1 ended, where she closes the thing for forever and, you know, sacrifices herself. And then they didn't have the balls to officially kill her off because they're like, what if she survived? And then, like, again, I would not surprise me if we see a Netflix 11 spinoff series now because she can't get married to what's the other one's name? I always remember Will Byers' character.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
can't
other?
remember.
Whatever, the one that she was supposed to be with the entire Mike.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be with Mike. And she can't be with Mike and have a family and a normal life with Mike and still be a superhero that goes out and does all this cool random stuff.
Yep.
So that's
anyway,
what they do.
Overall, I'd say, this is definitely something worth taking your kids to. It's not going to blow your mind, but,
Yeah.
if you grew up in the generation, like, this movie was made specifically for mine and Chad's generation. Like,
Yeah.
everything in there was member berries for everything. It's like it rings of Mario, Super Mario 64. It rings of all the Mario Party games.
Yeah.
Any of the modern Mario games too, but it also, again, Star Fox cameos. Like, we grew up playing Star Fox 64, and even the OG Star Fox.
Yep. 100%.
They played that movie and listened to that Star Fox theme on repeat for a while on the drives around because I was like, oh dang, that Star Fox! I forgot how hard that
Yeah.
Star Fox theme hit.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about too. Is like some of the music made back in the day goes way harder than you thought it does. You're like, whoa, dude. So the guys who were making the music for this stuff were going hard in the paint.
Yeah.
But regardless, like they have literally just opened themselves up for movie franchise possibilities. Again, like we're waiting for the Luigi's Mansion movie. That is a complete possibility. They had the teaser at the end. We didn't stick around, but we saw it. Of course, since we've seen this movie so late, everything's already broke about this. Like with the whole, sorry if we ruined Star Fox being in it for you, but the movie's been out for over a week now.
Yeah.
But the other one, Daisy makes an appearance at the very final post-credit scene, which, so Daisy's now officially a character in the show, so that's going to be a thing. Again, we have all these characters that are in it that they could possibly do their own individual movies. Like, of course, there's a Yoshi's Island movie possibly, being going to be made. Again, Luigi's Mansion. What else? Of course, the Star Fox universe. Individual Rosalina film could be made or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like there's just so many possibilities that can go. But the thing is, like, they're only focusing on the Mario universe, which again, this movie really wasn't even about Mario, other than the fact that it's just got him in it.
Well, it's the product for the product's sake. Mario's not always about Mario. Mario Party, you can play whatever character you want. You can play as Wario, you can play as Peach, and that's the whole point. Like each character has their own individuality and has their own agency.
Yes.
So
Donkey Kong, I forgot Donkey Kong.
Yeah, and so you can play as so it's like Peach has her own hero moment and all that stuff. So I get it, but again, it's just as far as a good cohesive narrative goes, not the best, but you're not going to be bored in it. I'll put it that way.
Not going to be bored. There is just no breathing room in it. As soon as they're somewhere where you think, okay, we're going to catch a little breather, we're going to get some character development. It's just like, nope, here comes another big plot device, action sequence that's happening. Just like there's no wiggle room. At all.
But I would say overall, it's a very entertaining film. You won't be bored, but again, I don't think you'll be going back at. It's something you'll turn on to keep the kids entertained. I don't think you're going to go back and be like, oh, that movie was groundbreaking. It's like it moved me on an emotional level. It's not going to do any of that. It's just I would say just in the good or average. Somewhere in between.
It's in between good and average. It's definitely 100%. So on our grading list again, which great movie, go see in theaters again. Good movie, would buy when it comes out on digital download, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever. Average movie, would watch it if it came on TV. Bad movie, don't want to see it again or would never watch it again. It's somewhere in between, so 2.5 stars, I would say. 2.5 stars because your kids are going to want you to buy it for them. So I'll put it that way. So you will buy it. You won't buy it for yourself. You would buy it for your kids. But if it was on TV, you would turn it on and you would watch it and have a good laugh. So that's why I give it 2.5 stars for sure on our grading list. But yeah, do you have any other things that you wanted to talk about on here?
Not particularly. If you could hold off, I think I closed out the wrong one.
Yeah,
so
just go to your history
really quick.
Yeah, go to history.
Yeah.
But switch back to me. But show me the Rotten Tomatoes thing. So here's the other thing too that I also forgot to talk about was the Tomatoes score. Again, it's always the thing. If the critics hate it, if the audience love it and the critics hate it, it's a good movie. If the critics love it and the audience hates it, it's a bad movie. Like I said, they used to be able to trust critics because critics would be able to tell you whether it was what we talk about with Oscar worthy. But nowadays, the only way that something's going to be Oscar worthy is if it meets all the DEI like type quota stuff. Wouldn't you say so?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's the problem with modern Hollywood. It's why writing's gotten worse. It's why Disney storytelling's gotten bad. It's because they're hiring DEI writers, people who are less talented but are going to toe the company line. They're going to toe the narrative for it's like, hey, this is the diversity, equity, inclusion initiative we're pushing. Put this in the film, and don't put it in there covertly like they used to do back in the 40s and 50s. Put it in there overtly where it's like super obvious.
Yeah, which speaking of video game franchises, like talk about the Witcher series. The perfect example of this is the Witcher series. When Henry Cavill came into the Witcher series franchise, he wanted to be completely honest to the source material of the Witcher universe.
Yes.
And he was like the first season was amazing. And he was like, yeah, we want to be completely honest.
I wouldn't say amazing.
Okay, amazing. Well, better. It was good. It was really good.
I wouldn't even say really good. It was just average.
Okay, well, average, whatever. But they were being honest and true with the source material. And then that's what he even said. He warned us. He warned the audience. He's like, yeah, they're going to kick me out, and they wanted to focus more on Ciri and what was the other one's name? Yennefer's characters. And he said a bunch of female. He literally said that he was butting heads with the female writers. Because that's the thing, y'all. Women don't like video games. Women don't like video games. Like, that's the thing. It's like, so if when the women take over a franchise, like what he showed with the one that we had the other day on Friday's show of like, it showed all the people working on GTA 6.
Yeah.
And it's all women. It's like, guys, women will come in, women and other diversity hires come into a franchise once it's established. Like, Halo was not an established franchise until after the success of Halo Combat
Look at it
Evolved.
this way. There's a reason there's no male cheerleaders for female sports. There's not
Correct.
a male cheer. Like, again, so men create a sport, basketball, football, baseball, and then girls come in to become cheerleaders, to become bat girls, to become cage girls, to become whatever. They become a party to men's sports. There's no equivalent to men jumping in doing that for women's sports. I mean, unless you're a supportive dad watching your daughter play a sport, there is no like I'm not buttoning up my crop top shirt and being like, yeah, go Brittany Griner for basketball.
Yeah, correct.
Go Angel Reese. It's like no, there's none of that. There's not any. There's nothing like that for men for women's sports.
Yes.
And again, women are a party too. Again, it's men establish something and then women infiltrate it. Now, again, men, that doesn't mean men don't like it. Like men, like we like the fact that cheerleaders are in sports. We like the fact that there can be women who come in and maybe become commentators or announcers. Because, like, trust me, like guys are like, hey, see that hot female announcer over there? I hope she interviews me after the game. You know, it's like that's guys don't mind that, but of course, it's about sexual dynamics at that point. Again, that's why there's never going to be nobody's ever going to care about female sports because. Again, there's no guys rah-rah-rah on the sideline.
Correct. But that's the other point that I still was getting at too with like these franchise things. Like even we can go to the Disney example. Walt Disney started out making cartoons in his garage. There was not a ethnically diverse group of people in Walt Disney's garage. Yeah. When you see a dude that's like, dude, I promise you, I don't know if I can pay you. I don't know if this is going to be a successful venture that we're working on, but I want to make these cartoons and try to establish being a cartoonist or, whatever. And then he wins Oscars, starts winning awards, getting notoriety from making his cartoons. Then other people come in like, oh, this guy's got the keys to the castle and I want to be a part of this. He's got the key. He's got the magic formula. That's the thing. It's the same thing with any franchise. It starts out not diverse at all. Any business, whatever, like McDonald's, you can even go to McDonald's and all this. Like it's a couple of guys starting a business, and then once they get successful, then people want to join in. That's where the ethnically diverseness comes from. It's what we said. There was an article that we really read about it that was like, businesses don't start off diverse and are successful because they're diverse. Businesses start off and become successful, and then diversity just starts to naturally come into it. Yeah, and that's how this is working as well. It's like, oh, we're going to get diverse now. And that's the problem is like you have to have a good product before you can be diverse.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you happen to be diverse and make a good product, great. but that's very seldom the case.
It also goes down to female-male dynamics too. I mean, men
Yes.
are risk takers, women are not. Like once the wealth is created, they'll join in. But like I said again, it's like when a husband goes, "I have $1 million idea," and the wife goes, "I don't think so. Like I'd rather just be safe and keep the money instead of you investing it into yourself."
That's what we talk about with the Hollywood, how Hollywood is now. It's like they do not take any risks. They only want to go to things that are guaranteed to make them money, which is why they play it safe. Like that's why they don't kill characters off. It's why they don't risk starting a new franchise or like, oh, we don't know if this is even going to take off.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, that's the one thing they'll say, like, that it was a terrible series, but whatever that series was, that who's the guy that did 300 and worked on the super
Butler?
No.
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, like the Zack Snyder, whatever, like that Star Wars, ripoff that he did, like everyone's like, it's a terrible series because it makes no sense and there's no stakes because everybody just gets resurrected or doesn't die. But just like there's like nobody dies. But at least he tried to make a new franchise or a new universe. It just didn't take off. That was what they're saying. Like, give him kudos for trying to take risks, but you also have to take risks with characters too. Characters have to die.
Yeah.
You have to be willing to kill things off. And like Nintendo is one of those things. Oh, we're not going to kill off Mario.
Yeah.
We're not going to kill off Star Fox.
Yeah.
It's like those things won't happen. But you don't expect that in a kid's thing. But that's the problem with Hollywood and all these big corporations right now. They're afraid to take risks, and it shows. It really shows because they just rehash old IPs. Like, how can we just get a bunch of money out of this?
Yes. Again, but overall, I think you're gonna enjoy the Mario movie. But again, it's not going to be
Blow your mind,
groundbreaking.
yeah.
It's not gonna blow your mind. You're not gonna turn on and be like, I have to share this with my kids.
Yeah.
It's like Mario. It's just the same game repackaged with a new skin.
Yeah. Just better graphics, newer stuff.
Yeah.
Slightly tweaks to characters, like Peach being a girl boss and all that. But
Yep.
other than that, that's pretty much all we've got for today. This was the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was our Monday morning movie review. So be sure to give us a like, share, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought of the movie. If you've seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, let us know of any movies that you want us to go review, because we want to start trying to see more movies. But I mean, with nothing coming out anymore, we're gonna have to
Nothing's
start
good enough
like
to go out and
reviewing
watch.
like old cool movies that
Yeah.
we just love.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing good coming out. I mean, other than this, like, what's the last movie that we saw besides that the other one that we just reviewed?
Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary. Like, I have not seen anything like just coming out there's like, I have to see that movie. That doesn't happen anymore, which is sad.
It is.
I used to get excited to go to movie theaters.
Yep. Anyway, that's all we've got for you today. This is the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop and our Monday morning movie review. We'll catch you next time. God bless everybody.
See you later, everybody.
Bye, suckers!
Get back here!
No! You can't catch the wind!
I just kind of did.
It was a metaphor!
Stop it! You should probably spit him out.
Ooh. Oh, that was intense.
Rated PG.